start our yoga practice. Before that, I'd like to talk about the three types of energies. Sattvic is the high spiritual one, Tamasic is low, and in between we have the Rajasic, which is most people, rushing to work, not thinking about the spiritual needs, only about the material needs. The Tamasic is alcohol, cigarettes, depressive energy. And Sattvic is the high energy, which, what is it? Like yesterday, I spent time with a woman with Tamasic energy. She didn't smoke. She didn't drink alcohol. She had something else. She had an addiction to sexuality. And I felt and she was on medication, psychiatric medication. And it's so sad that so many people, instead of seeking solutions like yoga, any type of exercise will connect you to your body. And she didn't realize, you could talk to her. She knew, she's 20 years younger than me. She knows everything. She knows everything. I listen. And the more I listened, I realized she thought that she could influence me. And I didn't. And I realized I'm not going to influence her because she has her mindset and her lifestyle. But afterwards, I felt the need to cleanse myself from the energy. So first of all, she doesn't go to the rocket. When there's a rocket alert, she doesn't go to the bomb shelter, which I found fascinating. But I also found that I really did care about me. Maybe it's a matter of her mindset that she doesn't care about her body, doesn't care that the body is the temple of the soul. And I really think that a lot of young women haven't been instructed well with how to deal with their sexuality. And I really think sexuality should be reserved for a very special, intimate bond and shouldn't be used like, how do you say, like you drink water? That was one metaphor. I mean, it is not so much as a need, it is a tool. And I think also we are life givers. And I was very saddened to hear she's not interested in bringing life to the world. Also her and her family, it was like that. And I found it very, very sad. And she was brought up religious. And a lot of times people that are brought up religious aren't necessarily brought up spiritual. I thought to blend the two. So, of course, when there was this alert, I ran down the stairs. She lives really high up, 5 flights of stairs, panicking, found a bomb shelter. And the first thing I did was go to the synagogue and take a prayer book and pray. And I felt I need to cleanse my soul from the energy. I need to cleanse. And praying is so good. And I sang some prayers. And I felt so cleansed. And then I found a book by a very wonderful rabbi called Adin Steinsaltz. And I thought, what would he say about this person? He would say she's a very lost person. And lost people often think that their way is the right way. And they're so convincing. Confidence is not a sign of being in the right path. The sign of being on the right path is balance, is harmony. And a person that is not balanced with their sexuality, that is extremely active with a lot of partners, it's not a good path because it shouldn't rule your life. It should be part of your life. And in my humble opinion, part of a relationship. And not something you do for fun. It's not like eating ice cream. And also eating ice cream is not something I indulge in because I don't want too much sugar in my system. I don't want it to be addicted. And it's highly addictive as well. And it's so sad that so many people have no idea how to handle it. It's part of our desires. It's like eating. Everything else, it has to be in balance. And it has to be in harmony with our with our environment. You live in a society, and whether you like to admit it or not, I felt the need to cleanse as if I was in filth. And even though she had a heart of gold, she really was very concerned. She started to tell me how I should take psychiatric medication like her, and I was like, wow, whoa, whoa. I have an opinion about psychiatric drugs. If you're suicidal or you're in a very bad state, again, it should be in balance. And I really don't believe in being addicted to substances. I just have a very strong belief that the body has, that we are given so many tools if we can only use them. Why not use yoga and meditation? Why not connect? The thing is, not everybody can read. If you can't read, go on YouTube, listen to somebody wise who will teach you to live a balanced life. Because when you live an unbalanced life, I cannot imagine it doesn't hurt. And then she takes this medication to numb her feelings, when feelings are indicative of a bad situation. And that's the problem. It's like we have the alert system to tell us about the siren. If you numb your feelings and you're like, oh, I'm so happy I don't have depression anymore, I don't have highs and lows, I'm taking medication, psychiatric medication, I'm so happy. We need those feelings of up and down. We need the depression. We need the highs and the lows to indicate to us the route in life. If you're feeling down, what makes you feel depressed? Ask the questions. Numbing your feelings is not a good way. Maybe temporarily, if you're in a crisis, overwhelmed for a limited period of time, okay. But lifelong, like she's on lifelong medication for seizures. It's not easy to be addicted. We have to get the medication, and it's something else. But if you mood stabilizing medications that numb your feelings, well, maybe you need to calm down if you have, like, I know sometimes I get also overwhelmed, but I need those emotions to help tell me what's good for me. And it's like an alarm system. Your feelings are an alarm system that indicate to you a dangerous situation, a situation to avoid. Like I was if you're in a work situation or in a relationship where you're feeling a lot of pain, it's good that your feelings are the guidelines. When you're feeling very sad or very low, you need to figure out why and how you can feel better. And what are the tools that you have that you don't need a doctor for? What tools or what experts can you use? A yoga teacher, a meditation teacher, or a group, a community you should join. And there are very many options in life. I see people running, jogging. Exercise is very important. And my teacher, Swami Shivananda, he said 5 things. Proper nutrition, so important. Proper exercise, proper rest, positive thinking. It's so important to do these positive thinking. And you really need to balance all those things in your life. It's so important to do all those. And if you live your life like that, if you balance all those needs, it's fine. I was out of balance because of the situation. I was waiting for the rockets to dictate my life. And now I've decided to take control over my life. If I wake up early, the cat woke me up. She woke me up. She had an epileptic attack very early in the morning. And then I thought, okay, as soon as she finishes her attack, we're going to take a walk. And then I thought, no, we're not going to take just a walk. We're going to go to a safe space. And I packed my breakfast, cereal with vegan yogurt. I packed an apple. And I'm going to first exercise. I don't want to exercise on a full stomach. You don't want to do that. So I'm drinking my caffeine-free coffee based on plants with my almond milk. I'm drinking that. I brought this to the safe place. I brought my yoga mat. I have my book by the Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, who I had the pleasure to meet, a wonderful guide to life, choose to, when you read something, choose the material. Don't put all the news media and all the trash in your mind. Your mind is not a garbage can. Oh,